Celtic, Alan Stubbs is back after injury and yesterday's birth of his second child. Swedish signing Johan Mjällby's first game for Celtic couldn't be much bigger, and Paul Lambert is available again after suspension. Jackie McNamara is injured again, joining Gould, Reaper and Burley as notable absentees. Mjällby and Stubbs will team up together for the first time in central defence in front of on-loan Tony Warner. Vidar Riethe starts on the right side of midfield, with Simon Donnelly offering support to a new look attack, with Lubo Moravcik replacing Mark Burchill up alongside Henrik Larsson. Johan Mjällby is a Swedish international teammate of Larsson's. He's been capped 8 times and has just pocketed a League Championship winners' medal in Sweden. The owner of a World Cup winners' medal makes his first start for Rangers. French international striker Stefan Guivarch has already scored twice for his new club. Guivarch for Jonathan Johansson is the only change in the Rangers starting lineup. Skipper Lorenzo Amorim is still suspended. 21-year-old Scott Wilson continues in central defence. Arthur Newman takes the captain's armband. Comeback man Gordon Durie is on the bench. As ever, Dick Advocaat sends out Rangers in a strict 4-4-2. Antti Niemi keeps the goalkeeper's jersey, with Andreas Kopka's proposed move having fallen through. For Rangers, it's a busy week with the Old Firm match followed by Parma and the League Cup final. Refereeing his second Old Firm match is Willie Young. The second Old Firm match of the season gets underway, and massive interest in this. 60,000 packed inside Celtic Park, more than 30,000 watching across the city, the Ibrox, as these BBC Scotland pictures are beamed back, and the world is watching as well. 8 million worldwide watching this match as Antti Niemi gets his first touch of the ball. Viewers in North America, Australia and across Europe, Sweden, Poland, Holland and France. A match to capture the public imagination. And that's an early touch for Scott Wilson. Big day for him at the hearts of the Rangers defence. In for Amoruso. Larsson. Colin Hendry was very quickly in. Fierce competition for the ball in the middle. Here's Moravcik. On the right foot. Headed away by Wilson. Moravcik again. A nicely controlled header from Lambert. Looking for a return pass from Simon Donnelly. Lambert was tripped. Celtic have a free kick. Here's the offender, Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Lambert is hobbling. Tried to play the 1-2 with Donnelly and was taken out. So a pressure moment this for Antti Niemi, getting the defensive wall in position. Here comes Alan Stubbs. The wall stood firm. Quickly moved on by Tom Boyd. Stefan Mahi took his eye off it. Injured last Saturday against St Johnstone. Looked like he might miss this match, but he's made a good recovery. Delivered by Parini to Rod Wallace, trying to hold off Mjällby. Here's the Swede again. Touch from Guivarch. Vidar Riethe has lost it to Van Bronckhorst. Now Alberts looking for Wallace, and it just took a touch off the head of Stefan Mahi. Here's Wallace, and the first corner kick of the match. It came off Phil O'Donnell, although the Celtic midfielder wasn't too impressed with that decision. Up comes Colin Hendry. Scott Wilson is in the box as well, and Sergio Parini. Hendry with Stubbs alongside him. And this will be swung in by Van Bronckhorst. Too strong, and a wasted opportunity, which gets a warm greeting from the Celtic supporters. Tom Boyd. Scott Wilson looked at his arms round Henrik Larsson there, and in fact the free kick has been given. And that looked as if Willie Young got it absolutely right. The arms of Wilson locked round the neck of Larsson. Still managed to get the header, but definitely a free kick. Such a difficult customer, Henrik Larsson. He makes life difficult for defenders. There's the Rangers wall. Newman, Porini, Ferguson, Givars, Alberts. 5 in front of Antiniemi. There's the discussion. Larsson and Alan Stubbs and Paul Lambert all involved. Phil O'Donnell is the Celtic player on the wall. That's from Larsson. Too high for Simon Donnelly. They thought long and hard about it, Celtic, but this was a disappointing conclusion. A neat touch from Givars, just too strong for Wallace. Johan Mjällby was hurried there into the clearance. The Alberts flick. Givars. Great strength there from Mjällby. And Henrik Larsson away from Colin Hendry. Phil O'Donnell was sprinting through the middle. That's well won by Kanchelskis. Now Ferguson. That's for Rod Wallace. Rod Wallace has got a half yard on Alan Stubbs, taking a tumble. An optimistic look towards Willie Young. No penalty. And coolly played out by Stubbs to O'Donnell. It's a good one by Simon Donnelly. In for Henrik Larsson. And Moravcik! His first goal for Celtic! 12 minutes gone! And Josef Venglas, his fellow Slovakian, leads the applause. A superb finish. And Celtic's decision to push Moravcik up front pays dividends. The left foot shot was perfectly timed and perfectly placed and curled away from Niemi. He threw himself towards it, but he had no chance of keeping this out. A quick break, clever play from Larsson with the dummy, and the clinical finish from Moravcik. And that was the reaction on the Celtic bench. 1-0. Comes Larsson again, tackled by Wilson. No free kick. Alberts to Newman. Givars, Arthur Newman again, promising for Rangers. Good hit from Newman, but came back off Alan Stubbs. And determined in the tackle there was Vidar Risset. With the challenge from Stubbs, and a face-to-face confrontation between the referee and Stubbs, and a yellow card. Everyone behind the ball for Celtic. Risset, Lambert, Mahe, Larsson, all on the wall. Phil O'Donnell joining it. Luba Moravcik is there as well. George Alberts with his foot in the ball, and behind him Giovanni van Bronckhorst and Stefan Givars. Looks as if he might fancy a crack at goal here. Here's Givars, well hit, and a good save by Tony Warner. Only his second game for Celtic, his first experience of this high-octane atmosphere, and good quick reactions. Givars did well to get the shot through. It bounced in front of Warner. He did so well to keep full concentration. Ferguson. It is deflected. And the shot too high from Divash. He was off balance as he hit it. And that one never looked likely to hit the target. This was troublesome for Celtic because of the deflection. It was always heading too high. The Celtic supporters, and there's a man who's not too happy. The advocate having to be restrained by John Rowbottom. Rod Wallace away from Tom Boyd. A good break. And an effort which bounced just wide. Celtic know the danger of Rod Wallace when he's given some room. Long range effort, swerved away. A fraction off target. Looking for goal number 14 of the season. There's full house Celtic Park. And already this match highly intriguing. Barry Ferguson won that well. Paul Lambert got back to make the tackle. Newman and Van Bronckhorst trying to link up, as they do generally with such great effect down the left-hand side. Long ball from Hendry. Here's Kanchelskis trying to get the better of Mahi. It was 2 against 1. Phil O'Donnell helping out Mahi. Now Lambert. Good touch from Moravcik, and that's a rash challenge by Scott Wilson. That's a yellow card. It's a red card. Scott Wilson is sent off. It was certainly wild. Tackle from behind. Moravcik needing attention, and Rangers down to 10 men. So Scott Wilson's first experience of the Old Firm fixture ends after 21 minutes. And I'm sure he'll look back with a lot of regrets on that tackle. I don't think this tackle gets any better from which angle you view it. Not running too freely, Lubo Moravcik, but he's okay to continue. Here's Moravcik on the half volley. Henrik Larsson was close, nodded over the crossbar by Arthur Newman. A high-quality ball played in there by Moravcik. He's having a superb match on the half volley. Well, that was really dangerous for Rangers. It's Moravcik on the corner kick. Mjalby was close, and Sergio Parini made the clearance. Celtic on top, 1 goal up, 11 men against 10. Stubbs for reset. Got the head flick. Colin Hendry had to play it. Henrik Larsson with some very happy Celtic supporters in the background, and Sergio Parini is the marker. Concentration on the face of Antiniemi. Lambert for Boyd. The cross was too long. Chased by Moravcik. That's good skill. The pass for O'Donnell. Here's Mahi. Now Lambert. Well, Paul Lambert has already got that Old Firm cracker stashed away in his collection from last season. This very reminiscent. And it wasn't too far away. He struck it very well. It just soared over the crossbar. Larsson. So O'Donnell can leave it to Lubo Moravcik. O'Donnell again, early ball in, Larsson! What a chance that was for number 2 for Celtic. With 2.5 minutes of the first half left, with a good run, good ball in from Phil O'Donnell, played on the run, and Henrik Larsson knows that he might well have made it 12 for the season here. He's put away more difficult chances than this, timed the run well, but didn't force Niemi into a save. It's only twice this season. Celtic threatening to inflict number 3. Here's Phil O'Donnell. It's a good start for him in the second half. Very prominent in the first as well. He's having a good game, O'Donnell. And he has it again back from Moravcik. Moravcik to Boyd. Larsson. Away from Porini. Held up by Givars. Porini to Kanchelskis, who's got a lot of work to do now, with Porini having moved inside. Great responsibility in Kanchelskis to get up and down. Given away by Wallace, won it back. And good interception by Barry Ferguson, but in turn he's beaten by Lambert. Now O'Donnell to Moravcik. Trying to slip through the pass for Donnelly. And Bronkhorst was in the way. And his second challenge gave Celtic a free kick. Made the interception well. And then was guilty of that foul. Went down very dramatically there, Lubo Moravcik. The whistle had already gone. Kanchelskis and Wallace. In from Moravcik, headed away by Alberts. Simon Donnelly. And the header from Mjalby. Off target. But he certainly offers Celtic something in these set pieces. Along with Reset, another tall, strong figure to throw into the box. Tom Boyd, Larsson's header, touched back by Barry Ferguson. Larsson's knocked down, and a combination of Donnelly and Ferguson prodding the ball back towards the keeper. Promises to be a tough second half for Rangers, with Celtic having the numerical advantage. Barry Ferguson stretching out to get his boot to that. Foul by Rod Wallace. Pulled down by Phil O'Donnell, and then the high boot from the Rangers striker. Donnelly to Boyd. Simon Donnelly goes again, looking for the ball back. In for resets. Cleared by Porini. It's well won by Alan Stubbs. Tom Boyd is onside. Number 2 for Moravcik. 4 minutes of the second half gone. This so-far match is turning into an unbelievable dream for Lubo Moravcik. Picked out by Boyd, and how good was that header? Niemi was rooted to the spot because it was so far away from him, into the corner. Tom Boyd picked out by that superb pass by Alan Stubbs, pulled it back, and no marking on Moravcik. Celtic 2 up. And yet again, Joe Venglos is out of the dugout. Loving every minute of this second Old Firm match of the season. Again, Moravcik proving a hot handful. Here's Phil O'Donnell and Larsson. Henrik Larsson annoyed with himself there. This was a good chance to make it number 3. Set up by O'Donnell. Steered the shot, but steered it wide. Definitely not off target was Lubo Moravcik's effort earlier on. Here's another angle on it. Look at this superb header from the penalty spot. Pass from Donnelly for Henrik Larsson. It's number 3 this time. And Celtic Park is bouncing. 7 minutes into the second half, and a 3-goal lead for Celtic. Rangers are stunned. Henrik Larsson scores his 12th goal of the season. The deftest of flicks, putting the ball beyond Antiniemi. The angle pass from Simon Donnelly. Larsson had the pace to get away from Henry, and he had the composure to finish in some style. 6 goals now for Larsson in his last 4 games. He's hot, and Celtic are hot. 3 up in the Old Firm match. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Thought about the shot. Pushed over by Alan Stubbs. He's protesting. He reckons it was a dive. But Willie Young has surely got this absolutely right. Bundled over Van Bronckhorst. And Rangers have a chance from the set piece, courtesy of that Stubbs foul. Stefan Givars thought about it and then left it. So it's George Albert stepping up, and Van Bronckhorst! A superb strike from Giovanni Van Bronckhorst pulls a goal back for Rangers. So within a minute of that Henrik Larsson goal for Celtic, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst with this superb curling free kick in off the inside of the post gives Rangers some hope. It's a long way back now. Van Bronckhorst's 5th goal for Rangers. Long ball from Stubbs. Well dealt with by Colin Henry. Tom Boyd's header falling for Vidar Reset. Won back by Arthur Newman. And Alan Stubbs is going to start a couple of yards from Stefan Givars. George Albert's getting the better of Paul Lambert. Now Van Bronckhorst. And cleared by the diving header of Johan Mjalby. Kept in. Tom Boyd's throw. Headed away by Henry. Tom Boyd taking a healthy run up at that. Away from Newman. Tom Boyd has time. Underneath it, Andrei Kanchelskis. Didn't get it clear though. In from Phil O'Donnell and Henrik Larsson. 2 for Larsson, 2 for Moravcik, 4 for Celtic. 11 minutes now into the second half. An absolutely incredible Old Firm match. 1 goal in the first half already, another 4 inside 11 minutes of the second half. Phil O'Donnell's cross. Henrik Larsson not picked up. And the header was down and away from Niemi. And it's 4-1. Celtic now running away with this. Henrik Larsson's 13th goal of the season. And Joseph Venglos is jubilant. The Celtic supporters have waited a long time to see a beaming grin on the face of Joseph Venglos, but it can't be hidden now. Maravchuk to make the run. Niemi's clearance. That looked like a push on Givars by Stubbs. He gets away with it. Foul there though for Boyd's tackle on Newman. Skipper for the day, Arthur Newman, in the absence of Amaruso, not memorable for him so far. Good turn by Alberts. Still has it, George Alberts took a deflection. And another touch off Fallon Stubbs on its way through to Tony Warner. And a miscue on a fairly easy header there from Colin Hendry. It's been a high pressure afternoon for him. Well, some agitation on the face there of Joseph Venglos. Wants to keep this top quality performance going. Van Bronckhorst, the pass with too much pace on it for Gordon Jury. Collected by Tony Warner without too many problems. Lamberts. Clever pass for Burchill. Getting back was Van Bronckhorst. Here comes Rod Wallace. Stefan Givars is on the outside, waiting for support. Wallace. Really nobody in the middle for him. Hammered the ball off Mjalby for the corner kick. Colin Hendry up looking for what at this stage would surely only be a consolation goal for Rangers. 2 minutes to go and some stoppage time to be added as well. In from Van Bronckhorst. Givars was waiting for it. Headed away by Reset. Now Ian Ferguson. Showed too much of that to Phil O'Donnell. And it's a lung-bursting run downfield from O'Donnell. In for Burchill, the pass that was slightly behind him. An opportunity lost for Celtic. Inside the last minute. Newman, Givars. Arthur Newman with Tony Vidmar racing up ahead of him. Well cut out by Lambert. And some room here for Henrik Larsson. Tom Boyd is getting up in support of him. Burchill is there as well. Here's Mark Burchill. That's number 5. A fairy tale for Mark Burchill. His first taste of the Old Firm match and his first goal. It's 5-1. Right on 90 minutes. Henrik Larsson carved open the Rangers defence, released the pass at just the right time, inside Borini. And what a good finish that was for a teenager. One for Birchall, two for Larsson, two for Moravcik, and it's 5-1 for Celtic. Rangers at this stage being torn apart by Celtic. Well, you can almost paint in the black cloud overhead. Bert van Lingen and Dick Advocaat can't believe what's happening here. One minute of injury time played, 4 still to go. Rangers have the air of a shattered team. Or well, they might be. Larsson losing out to Ian Ferguson. Newman to Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst giving it his all against Alan Stubbs. And gets a free kick. In addition to his undoubted ability, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, he is so industrious. Gives up nothing. But Celtic so happy to have this man back this afternoon. He's made a big difference. Flicked on by Gordon Jury, nobody there.
Today's attendance was 59,000.
There's been speculation that Joseph Bengwas might not be staying in this job much longer, such was the pressure he was under. But he can have a very comfortable smile on his face tonight. Slowed down from walking pace to the stop position there by Paul Lambert. First time from Henrik Larsson. Chased by Reset, cleared by Newman. Vidmar, Jury. One Henrik Larsson is the song that's being sung about Celtic Park. Now Vidmar. The final whistle can come any time now for Rangers. It's been a miserable afternoon for them. Here's Gordon Jury. And that just about sums it up for Rangers. That's full time. Celtic are back with a bang. Henrik Larsson, another 5-star performance from him. 2 goals, taking his season's tally to 13. Mark Birchall rounded it all off for Celtic with number 5. After Lubo Moravcik, the Slovak, had scored twice as well. Joseph Bengwas can permit himself some quiet satisfaction and maybe a